J.
¿Cómo estás? And good morning, people. Welcome back to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jay Real. Welcome to Tuesday's edition of the show, and we have a good one for you. We're going to go ahead and dive right on in, and we're going to start with the UFC. Why do we want to talk UFC? Because we have Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman 2 set for December 28th. They are going to kick off and be the headline event for UFC 168. Now, I hate to be right all the time, especially when it comes to sports and UFC, but my gosh, did I call it on the last show. I do believe you can go back and watch it again. I called this. I knew that the UFC needed something like this, big, to draw huge numbers and huge pay-per-view dollars. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This Silva and Weidman 2 fight, which is set again for December 28th, is going to be, I guarantee you, the largest pay-per-view, largest UFC event in the history of UFC events. I've already spoken to several people that used to be huge UFC watchers and followers. They haven't even paid attention for the last few years. They too plan on paying for this pay-per-view and watching this fight, even though they didn't watch the first fight. That's how big this fight's going to be. That's going to draw people back that have backslid from the UFC, I should say, and bring them back to watch the UFC. So this fight, I knew it was going to be set. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know it was going to be this fast. We're talking a week after the main event. Anderson Silva gets beat down by a knockout. They're already introducing the next part 2 to this event. It's crazy, but it's going to be marvelous. It's going to be amazing. If Anderson Silva does not come back and whoop the crap out of Chris Weidman, UFC, that'll be insane. Anderson Silva is the ultimate fighter. He is the best fighter pound per pound, and there's no way on this planet that Chris Weidman should even be in the same ring with this guy. He got lucky, got Silva sleeping, but now the giant has been poked, and I guarantee Silva is going to take this fight more serious than any other fight he's ever fought, except possibly Shell Shonen 2 fight. It's going to be something to that effect on this second fight here with Weidman, guaranteed. Then once Silva wins the rematch, then we'll have Silva and Weidman 3, the rubber match, probably sometime mid next year to wrap up this series and Weidman for him to disappear, because there's just no way this guy is the talent of Anderson Silva. So, moving on from that, let's go ahead and go to the NBA. Right now, Metta World Peace has signed I believe it's a 2-year deal with the New York Knicks. The Knicks have a pretty decent team, and they added a better piece with Metta World Peace. They should be a better team with him on the roster. Just going to have to see how that team plays out with all the injuries they had last season. And then also in news, Howard, this guy, I mean, it's one thing to cower away from the Lakers and run and go to Houston, but it was the right thing. Don't get me wrong. It was the right thing for him to go to Houston for him professionally. He'll be a better suit there. He'll have a better team there. But Howard, he has came out in an interview recently and said that Kobe Bryant was not a fun teammate. The only thing that we could say about this is Kobe Bryant isn't in the NBA to have fun. Kobe Bryant is not in the NBA to take it lightly. Kobe Bryant is in the NBA to win and to win championships. This guy doesn't understand that it's not a joke for these veterans that are at the end of their career. They are trying to win and win big with the last few years they have. And this guy just doesn't get it. He wants to laugh. He wants to joke. He wants to play. The problem is these other guys, these champions, don't look at it like that. They have that killer instinct. They have that competitive soul in their body that just pushes them to win and to win big. And this guy in Howard, he just doesn't get it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have what Kobe Bryant has. He doesn't have what Michael Jordan has. He doesn't have what Magic Johnson had, Larry Bird, Keem Olajuwon. All the greats have the killer instinct. As a matter of fact, LeBron James is working on that right now. He's learning it. He's trying to understand it. He's trying to get it completely. So for Howard to say Kobe Bryant was a fun teammate, wasn't a fun teammate, who cares, buddy? He's a winner. And if you want to follow after somebody and be on a team with somebody, you would want Kobe Bryant as that teammate to push you and to not let you just sit back and goof around all the time. So that's a stupid statement. Of course, Kobe Bryant is not a fun teammate. He's a winning teammate, and he's going to want winners on his team. Guess that's why Howard's not on the team anymore. Okay, moving on from there. Excuse me. In NCAA news, Johnny Manziel is in news again. This guy, he's 19, 20 years old. He's going to be doing stupid stuff, and he's going to be making lots of mistakes. Yes, he should know better. Yes, he is a Heisman Trophy winner and should represent himself in a higher standard. But all in all, he is 19. He is famous, and I'm sure he's going to be rich pretty soon. And so what happens? He is involved with the Manning football camp as one of their counselors, and supposedly, rumor has it, got booted because he's partying too hard and he's always hungover and not doing what they need him to do at this football camp. If that's the rumor, we don't know for sure, but supposedly he's going to have a sit-down press conference and explain what's going on. Buddy, you don't have to explain anything. Just say, you know what, I screwed up, I messed up, apologize and move on, try to learn from it and grow. But folks, don't crucify this kid. He's still very young, very immature, and yes, we do expect a lot more from our athletes, especially Heisman Trophy winners, but when it's all said and done, you can't cut someone's immaturity and growth out because they won a trophy. He's going to make a lot of mistakes before he grows up and before he matures. So, Johnny, this is a learning lesson for you. Take it and grow from it. That's all we got to say about that. And we're not going to go to a commercial. We're going to just thank the Player Zone. They have all your gaming and sports needs, whether it be autographs, memorabilia. They have figures, Star Wars, comic books. They have the largest selection of comic books in southern New Mexico, vintage comic books. We're talking number ones, Silver Surfer, number ones, Spawn, number one, Avengers. You want it, they got it. Comic books, sports cards, gaming, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of the bigger games, and even bringing dead games back to life in Hecatomb. Can't beat it. It's a great place. Can't thank them enough. Hooking us up with the house. All this cool stuff they have for you. Contact them through their Facebook page, the Player Zone Facebook page, or riadosomidtown.com. Click the Merchants tab. Bam. Hit Player Zone. You'll get directly to them. So moving on from that. Oh, we cannot forget Average Joe Sports Talk Show cannot be here if it wasn't for Right On Time Errand and Delivery Service, our other big sponsor. Thank both of those guys. Can't do it without them. So, moving on, NFL. Mike and Maurice Pouncy, they are centers in the NFL. One for my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, was caught at a club wearing free Hernandez caps. Now, is it the smartest thing to do? Absolutely not. Is it kind of immature? Maybe. Is it not the brightest idea to do when it comes to the public eye? Absolutely. But my gosh, people, if these are his friends, if these are people that know him and feel that he's innocent, then why can't they wear Free Hernandez hats? It is insane to crucify someone before the facts. The case has not even gone to trial. They're just saying, hey, this is someone we support. This is someone we believe in. Maybe they're best friends. Who knows? But obviously they know each other. And they're saying Free Hernandez to support their friend. There's nothing wrong with that. Why in the world did we become such a politically correct country that you can't even support friends or family anymore without getting crucified by media and by talk show or sports show or any other avenue of people? You have a right to like somebody. You have a right to vote for somebody. You have a right to follow somebody. If these guys believe in Hernandez's innocence or not, if they just believe in the guy as a friend, they have a right as a United States of America citizen to follow and show support. Again, is it the smartest thing? Not really, not in today's society. Today's society is you're guilty until proven innocent. We've already talked about that. And that's what's going on right here. He's already found guilty in 90%, 80% of the public eye. So anyone that shows support for him is crazy, is a criminal, is a thug, is a moron. No. These guys have a right to support their friend, and I have no problem with it. Would I wear a hat like that? No, because from what I've seen, things don't look good for him, and it doesn't look good in general as a human being. But I'm not his friend, and I'm not a peer to him. So leave these guys alone. Let them support the way. As long as it's done without violence, then please give it a rest. That's all we're going to say on that. Excuse me. Moving on, the Patriots took a $250,000 hit when they exchanged Hernandez jerseys over the last 3 weeks. Now, that's fine. I think it's very honorable of them. They feel, again, he's guilty. They want to remove themselves completely from this guy. They want to get all these jerseys in and get them in another country far away to Ethiopians for clothing. That's fine. We have no problem with that. Again, this company has every right to do with what they want with their money and their property. Just like anyone has a right to support who they want and who they care about. I'm just going to leave that at that. Just an interesting fact, $250K is what they invested in removing Hernandez jerseys off of people's backs. And then finally, we're going to go into wrap up. We had a huge turnout on Friday Night Magic. It was anything goes for that particular tournament. And let's go ahead and get to the results. In third place, we had Brandon Nash, who was a local, just now recently, as of 2 days ago, is going to be a transplant into Florida. Good luck to him. I'm sure he's going to find a great shop there and play very well and continue building great decks. Third place for Brandon Nash. We're going to support him, lift him up. Good luck in your future and in your future gaming as well. And then second place went to Mike Harris. Again, a local player, usually tops out in the top 2 or 3 every week when he plays in the tournament. Great player. And then finally, Robert, back from Roswell, went on a huge fishing trip with some family over the last couple of weeks, hasn't been able to make it, shows back up and bam, blows these guys out on the tournament. Now, let me back up a little bit, and I made an error there. This was not for Friday Magic. This was for the Saturday pre-release of M14. M14 pre-release happened Saturday at 2 o'clock. We actually didn't get started till late. It was about 4 by the time we got started. And Robert took first from Roswell. Mike Harris second, here from Ruidoso. And Brandon also here from the Ruidoso area. Wrapped up the third places. So, good job to those guys. The pre-release was amazing. It was fun. We had a great time. opening up all those new packs, seeing the new cards, and we'll get back to M14 here shortly because I need to go right on into Friday, which I passed over. Friday Night Magic, anything goes. Thurston Scott finally wins a tournament representing the Rez and the Apache Nation. Good job, Thurston Scott, for first place at the Anything Goes Friday Night Tournament at the Player Zone. Wrapping up with second, we had Chris Gonzalez, our local, here every day, supporting the shop. Great guy, great player, great duelist, great tournament winner. Got second on that, and then we wrap up with third place, again a local. We call him Little Chris. He actually just recently is getting transplanted, I believe, to South Carolina. So a lot of our main players moving around during the summer. We wish them nothing but the best. But again, Thurston Scott first, Chris Gonzalez took second, and Little Chris Sullivan took third. That was for Friday Night Magic. Now, this Friday we do have another tournament. It is on the calendar, and we are going to be doing a M14 release tournament. The way it's going to play out for any of you that want to get involved, Friday night starting about 5:30, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, we will be doing a draft release for M14. You will get 2 packs of M14, and you will get a pack of your choice of either Return to Ravnica, Gatecrash, or Dragon's Maze to complete a 3-pack set, and you will open those packs, do a draft, and build from only those packs for that tournament. Should be fun. It's $15 to enter, and we should have food and drinks for our tournament players that Friday. That is this coming Friday, the 19th, I believe is the date on that event. Is that correct? Yeah, the 19th, this coming Friday. Now, to give heads up for everyone else that's gamers, from Saturday the 20th all the way to the 25th, the Player Zone will be closed. It will not reopen until Thursday, which I believe is the 25th of that following week, and everyone will be taking vacation for that Player Zone that week. So just giving you heads up there if you are watching and you are a local gamer. So, let's go back real quick to M14. We have a crazy combo pick for you all. This is just our personal opinion here at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show, with the help of the Player Zone, to let all gamers and future gamers know of a combo that we feel is going to be cream of the crop in this particular set. Now, you need the Colonian Hydra. It is the green Hydra, the big guy. It's about between $20 and $30 for this particular card. But again, we did a report on that when we were doing the M14 because this was one of the hot cards on the Colonian Hydra. But when it enters the battlefield, it enters with 4/1/1 counters on it. Whenever it attacks, double the number of counters on each creature you control. So how does this work? It's going to come in with 4. When it attacks, it's going to be 8. Why this card and the combo card we are going to ask that you all try with it, it's going to be very hard to deal with, and it's going to be very damaging to somebody's life points. Why is that? The combo card we're going to ask you all to combo with this is Enlarge. It's a green uncommon out of M14. Of course, these are all from M14. And what Enlarge does is for 5 mana, that's 2 green and 3 colorless, is it says target creature gains a +7/+7 and gains trample to end of turn. So anybody that plays Magic, or if you're interested in learning about Magic, I'll explain it right here. On turn 5, this guy can come out. If you have mana acceleration, it could be turn 3, it could be turn 4. Earliest, I believe it would be is turn 3. So with mana acceleration on turn 4, if you put this out on turn 3, you can combine the 2 and make the combo. How this is going to work is Colonian Hydra is a 4/4. Once it attacks, it doubles its counters, making it an 8/8. With the Enlarge equipped onto it, it becomes a 7/7 additional onto the 8, which makes this a 15 trampler on turn 4, turn 5, hopefully at the latest turn 5 with Mana XL. If you can imagine, unless they do something with this right away, they're not going to last very long. So have fun with this combo. It's our hot combo pick. And if you have any ideas or have any great combos with M14, let us know. We'll be happy to talk about them, get you on the show if you're in the area. Don't hesitate to let us know your own hot combo picks, and we'll share them with everybody that's out in the gaming world. But for right now, that's it. We have a huge show coming up on Friday. It's gonna be kind of a special because we're gonna talk about some of the things going on in sports and why it's so hard to let people just be people, and why do we have to be so politically correct in today's time, and especially in sports. But as I said, right now, Tuesday's show, we're going to wrap it up. Jay Real says thank you so much. Thank the Player Zone. Thank Right On Time Aaron and Delivery Service. And thank you, all our followers and the crew who support us, follow us. See you next time. Jay Real says peace and much love. Jay Real. Jay